day, like it says in Isaiah 33, right? That knowledge and wisdom is going to be stability of thy time. If you don't have that, wisdom is knowledge. All right, that's on the right hand side. Keep you stable in the times to come. You're going to bug the fuck out. All right? Go back to this Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, such as for sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine.
See, famine. You could die in the famine. Hey, the fucking farmers, they're literally shutting down. I was watching Epic Comments, I think it was, and it was done today or yesterday, but I just watched it today, right? And he was going to how American farmers are on protest. So in order to protest, what they're doing is just shutting the fuck down. So we're going to stop production to produce some food for the country. That's adding to the famine. A famine is what? Starvation because of lack of food. Right? Which second Ezra, the 15th chapter goes for what? Men invading one another, all right, with a sword, all right, for what? Tribulation and lack of bread. Lack of bread, you know what I'm saying, goes to what? Lack of food. Yeah. So if a man's fucking hungry and he got a sword, he's gonna issue him to kill, all right, you got some goods he want, he gonna go in and take that shit. And if you're not prepared to deal with that, he gonna overtake you. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, such is hard for cat.
I'm gonna say because even some of the inflation first started to happen, farmers were getting on and saying that the crops, the feed was so high that they couldn't feed their animals. You know, so they was hard for them to keep up.
Yep.
And then these corporations came in and they took over these farms. So black owned farms and Latino so-called Latino owned farms are depleting right now because they coming in and taking it over. They raised the feed so high that the average farmer can't even pay the feed.
Yeah,
because the corporations got a monopoly on the system.
Yeah,
and then they all work together to set the prices.
Yeah.
Also, they control the sea.
Bill Gates is a big investor in land and farm. Because you know what? I'm not mistaken, it's about like 40% of farm in America. You know, so he owns so he right there, he can shut off half of my business. You know, when he gets ready. What man shut all that power on the country? What?
It all go together. Like every year they gotta buy the fucking seed. They got a seed they can't even produce. They gotta buy seeds every fucking year. When you talking about with Jake farmers, you got X'd out because why? First of all, you already on the bottom. So you was already barely hanging on, by the fucking bread. So what they did was squeeze you out. There's probably one or two or few you left of all the tribes, really. Like you got like Southern Kingdom farmers, you got Northern Kingdom farmers. So what Esau did was scrolls it down to where there's only a couple you left. And they have to, basically what they did is once the ones that sell their farm, the rich come in and consolidate all them lands, all right, into one fucking property of his, and then he gets the value out of it. And that's it. And that's if you want to fucking sell what the farm produced. Or you can just shut it down, use the land for whatever you want to, whatever his use for is. You know what I mean?
The Jake Farmer was saying that the procedure they had to take to raise the chicken was humane. Yeah. He didn't want to do an inhumane job. He just push out that man.
Good precept.
Let's fight right into
Yeah, I got you.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Yeah, so basically, it's better you just be put to death than to starve to death. To be starved to death, that's a slow, painful death. All right, when your body slowly shuts down, you're gonna feel that shit. But you be put to death on the spot, it's a quick death. All right? Though you may feel it for a moment, but starvation is far way worse. Now, I ain't even go into the whole process of how your body shut down, starvation. Just know it's painful. Look at them fucking people over in Yemen. You see whole skeletons, man. A lot of them just dying because why? They malnutrition. All right, go ahead.
It says, for these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
Yeah, fucking agriculture is failing over here, especially. Because, all All right? Even the agriculture that come in through the shipping ports. What happens now when the fucking storehouses become empty? All right? Because they shut down agriculture here, then the agriculture come across the shipping ports. That's all been shut down because of materials. So what's next? A fucking famine. You're gonna have inflation first, where inflation kick in. All right, she's gonna be too goddamn high. People losing their jobs already. So you can barely fucking eat right now. You know?
Yeah, one more. One more back. Yeah, it's
And it speaks about that. My somebody hold that in Revelation where it says a penny barley. Revelation 6 chapter.
verse 10.
Go to the blue letter to get that barbershop.
It says, verse 10, the hands of the pitiful women have sought in their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughters of my people.
That's talking about cannibalism. We tell you all the time that cannibalism coming back. Now the first look at cannibalism we seen, I don't know if you've seen it, was in Venezuela. And they kept that as a blackout in the news media. But then you had the alternative news sources that actually showed footage. When the inflation got so high, they couldn't afford shit, right? They got tired of standing them long lines, and then that food eventually ran out. Like over in America, right? You know, it's like the fucking Feed America food pantries and giveaways. They shut the fuck down. So when the famine happened, guess what? They ain't gonna know where to turn to. What happened to Venezuela? They turned to the zoo animals. They hate the zoo animals, right? The zoo animals was gone. They started eating each other. You know, wandering around in bands, catching the motherfucker, hit him on top of the head, put his ass, you know what I'm saying? Beat him so bad we can't move. He barely survived the hangover. And guess what? It's chopping time. Chop your ass up and make a nigga soup out of you. This nigga entree. Right? Go ahead. That's what's gonna happen, man. They think about it, man. And these Edomites, they ready for shit like that. Hey, these Edomites waiting to chop up the ball with his ass over a bed of rice. Nigga over rice. That shit. Yeah, nigga over rice. Put peppers on the nigga, have his hair on the table while he eating the rest of his flesh. You know, these Edomites weird like that. It's fucking evil, you know.
Yeah, cause Alex Jones said, I'm gonna eat my neighbors. He said, I heard humans taste like pork anyway.
He admit that shit.
He already joke. Consume the blood. Consume the blood, you consume flesh. You know? It's no different. These devils, they wicked.
Yeah, bring it up.
Yes,
Hold that.
This Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regards the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Yeah, a righteous man, all right, tend to like his beast. Like you see these fucking millions of chickens dying, that happened multiple times. It's like the farmer said, it's inhumane how they fucking raise the chickens. You look at these chicken farmers, they all in one closed in fucking area, which that's wicked as fuck. A chicken's supposed to go out and graze, you know, eat crickets and eat rain and land and shit. They have the chickens when they fucking just caged all in and getting sick. You know what I'm saying? And then they wonder why you get the fucking what's it called, the bird flu, salmonella, all that shit. Look how you fucking raise them.
No, finish your point.
Look how you fucking raise them.
But then when you wanna have chickens, there's all these goddamn rules.
Right.
You got to be so many square feet. If you for each one you got to have all the space. You got to have all the space in the world.
Because you know they know Jacob let they chicken free range when they supposed to. It's not nature to know how to fucking tend to our flocks. Our forefathers was virgins. All right, they tended to look at King David. Yeah. He tended to the flocks.
Yeah, you're right though. They have them lined up in a dark space, pumping all type of biotics in them. They close and shitting. They shitting everywhere, but they can't even get away from the shit. They all tied up together. So let's bring more bacteria.
But this is what happens when the wicked bear rule. Like Amalek is something else, bro. Amalek, real quick, Exodus 17:15. Cause look, when you look at everything wrong with the world, Amalek behind that shit. Like literally. Go ahead.
This is Exodus 17. You said 15?
Yeah.
And this is Exodus 17, 15. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nissi.
Yeah, and that word in Hebrew, Nasai, is banner. So you basically saying Yahweh is my banner. Go ahead.
For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
So the Lord gonna have war with Amalek forever. But see, what happened is when our people fell asleep, we forgot Esau was the enemy. Amalek ain't fucking forgot. Why you think they over there talking about the biggest threat is the so-called young black American?
Yep.
That's because that's who waking up. Yep. Go ahead, I got it.
Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what's going on. That's because they don't want, all right, the Israelites, the true Israelites to wake up. It ain't up to you. It's up to you. How about Shimmy Shot? They couldn't stop the Great Awakening if they fucking went to war with us. The war ain't gonna do away with us. Yeah. You know, the Lord said that if the moon, all right, the sun, the stars cease from being the orders before him, then when the children of Israel cease from before him. If you see the sun, moon, and stars, that means we're still here. All right, no matter how much Esau come against us. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna do valiantly through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? Oh, yeah.
I'm like, it's like that.
You bring it out, and we'll back to the second.
This is
okay. Hold that a second. Bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 6, and it reads, And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts saying, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Right. Because what they're going to do is go into that food letter and tell you what. They're going to take a day's wages, all right, for a meal. A fucking hard day's wages for a meal. Bring it out. Go on.
Yeah, the average person, let's say the average person out here in Indianapolis make about $200 a day, right? You make maybe 20 an hour, work a little overtime. That's how much a measure of wheat gonna be. A fucking measure of wheat. What can you do with a measure of wheat? Make a loaf of bread? So a loaf of bread for $200. That's hyperinflation. Now when you go into, see, you gotta look at the history of shit. When you look at the history, World War I, II, the prices was changing as they were shopping over there in Europe. Here it is, it's already hyperinflation. You know, they was walking with fucking barrels of cash. Oh yeah, the Weimar Republic. Before what was that? Before World War I? Or after World War I?
That's what led to Hitler.
Yeah, yeah. Man, the hyper. Look up penny. What's going? Penny?
Yeah.
A day's wage? Yeah, so the scripture is basically talking about hyperinflation right there, man. And we're experiencing that right now. It's just they're kind of like hiding it. Like the scripture says, victuals shall be so good cheap, even evil shall multiply on earth. Because it's like the prophecies running together. Like the hyperinflation is running together with that too, because you can still get shit cheap as hell. You still got Temu, you still got Shein, you still got Aldi's, you still got the Dollar Tree, the dollars,
Amazon.
You still got Amazon.
Online shopping for coupons. Yeah. Hey, what the brother went to was perfect because, hey, they said they're going to think they still be in good case.
I got that right.
Bring that word out though. You ain't got the word yet?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah. This is the word penny in the Greek, denarion. It says Darius containing 10. Denarius.
Which goes back to the Roman currency.
Yeah, that's the next.
Yep, the Roman currency, the denarius, it experienced hyperinflation. All right, to eventually crash. All right, because why? They kept on adding weak metals to it, which are less of value. And that's the same thing on the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar, all right, before it was U.S. dollar, you had gold and silver. Then you had it backed by gold and silver. Then eventually what? It came off to gold, and then eventually the silver standard. Now it's backed by nothing. And ever since then, it's been just hyperinflating every fucking decade, seemed like. You remember how shit was cheap back then? Like, I remember as a kid, like, I believe the cheapest I remember gas gallon was like 70-some cents a gallon. That's just my lifetime. Brothers out here older than me, they experience it cheaper than that.
That's the spirit I had seen. The cutting board today said 1985. It said loaf of bread was 74 cents. Gas was like $1.09 in 85. You know what I'm saying? So
Shit, for cheaper than that. That probably was premium.
I'm talking about the early 90s, 75 cents a gallon. Nobody just put like $5 in their tank and ran all fucking week.
yeah.
Well, half of it.
Yeah, $5 to be gas money, it ain't gas money no more.
And that was plenty.
Yeah.
That was plenty back then. Now gas is 3-something fucking gallons. It bounces from what, $3? It may go under $3 about what, $2.85. But it's always fluctuating even throughout the day. It could be $2.85 in the morning, but then it could be $3.30 fucking afternoon. That's the inflation what the brother was talking about. All right. More than that.
Yeah, it's the denarius. It says a Roman silver coin in New Testament time. It took its name from being equal to 10 asses, a number after 217 BC, increased to 16. It was the principal silver coin of the Roman Empire. From the parable of the
You
laborers.
get 10 donkeys with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's the true value. That's how it used to be with let's say you had $10 X amount of years ago. Brothers was naming what you can do with it. See? Go ahead.
It says, from the parable of the laborers in the vineyard, it would seem that a denarius was then the ordinary pay for a day's wages.
That was the point.
Even back in the day, when you went to the grocery, when you went to the grocery store when you were little, you know, mama spent $100. I used to walk out with like 10 bags. You had hella stuff. You spent $100, you got maybe 2 bags. You don't have to go to the store now.
You can buy candy for a penny.
Yeah, kinda.
You give it a $1 going with $1 and have a bag full of candy.
You don't even know what penny candy is.
Yeah, because things are not getting more expensive. It's just the dollar is getting weaker. The dollar is using value. The same thing with the Romans when they were like the brother was going into when they would chip off the metal. And you know who did that shit? Amalek.
Yeah.
That's why they got kicked out of England in like 1290 or something. They was doing it. Look, like Eustace Muller said, these people ain't particularly smart. They just got a playbook that they just keep fucking running. They was fucking clipping shit. That's why they got kicked out of England. Fucking clipping, and then they'll put all the clippings together and then turn that into a coin and put that back in circulation. So you got more money in circulation, but there's less value. Go ahead, bro.
In today's time, they call that shrinkflation.
Or you know what it is? Fractional reserve banking.
Because the shrinkflation more so, you pay the same price for this drink, but they cut down the ounces of it.
But it's shrinkflation to the money.
Right, yeah.
I know, like you get they had a bag of chips back, they so big, and you used to have a lot, back in the days. But then you get the same bag and they puff it up with more air, and then when you open it up, it's like pretty much a few handfuls.
They like to look at the net weight. You look at the bottom, and you be like, oh, you tried to get me.
You still want that second
Bring it out.
This second Ezra 16-21, it says, behold, victuals, I'm trying to say it right.
It's actually, the C is actually silent.
That's right, victuals.
This is
right?
devil language.
Yeah. Behold, victuals shall be so good.
Yeah, victuals is everything too. That's why I went on Amazon. I bought a part. My radiator. If I go into AutoZone or some shit, it's $230. I got it off Amazon for $80. So victuals is everything. Supplies, food. But like I said earlier, they both running together. You got hyperinflation, but you also got shit cheap too.
Yeah. And that's a good point too, because even in famine, your other materials and shit you need to move through life, not just food and water.
Exactly.
Lack of resources, right?
Yeah, it just means goods in general.
Yep. And it says, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then,
everything okay. You can get better. Like I was talking, this driver came up, he was getting his load and shit. He just happened to start talking to me about the economy and shit. Like, yeah, Trump money is back on track. The economy's gonna bounce back. I was like, are you sure about that? You know? I said, it ain't never been this bad where you see where it's like inflation is steadily rising and ain't nothing to draw it back.
Because if I think
Right? Like your brother said, though some things be cheap, other shit is high.
Yeah, like rent.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh, fuck you got the same fucking property. Ain't nothing changed about it. You went from like the pandemic happened. You was paying rent for like 500, that shit like 700 now, 800. Same area, same. The land ain't got it ain't gain no value. But yet they done raised the price you pay for rent. Go ahead.
It says,
some things are high. And this NBA final, bro, this should stop the whole track. This a little track, but this is the championship. Hey, people should be walking down here all day long. You know, 5 years ago, when LeBron came to the final, but you couldn't move downtown, bro. You know, that's what the Lord was taking the money. I'm like,
says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Even then, evils grow upon earth. Because the people you got people that can afford to buy or have means to buy. People that don't have means or can't afford to buy. Right? There's gonna be an evil time for people that can't afford or won't have means to buy. That's where the fucking invade with another gonna come in there. I can't get it. I got this fucking so-and-so assault rifle. I know so-and-so right here got it. Let me go take his shit. Or her shit. Alright. No, that's coming. Like the purpose said, one purpose said, he said, look, they're gonna target us. We gotta be prepared. We gotta stand by. That's why they gotta try to keep the rest of the main population off their ass. They got all the main goods. Almost all the goods in the city dry up. The real living people, country living people, they got goods. They got sustainability out there. As far as food and things like that, viable things. Water, you got well water out there.
Like you food, bro. You know? And a lot of them preppers and stuff, they have the big crazy tanks that they collect the rainwater all the time.
Yeah, it's the way you harvest that rainwater. You don't gotta do all extra shit to it. Like you normally do, like you see like if you're working with water before, how the city, how they treat water is fucking wicked. Put all kind of chemicals and things in that, rat poison,
Sitting in the dust.
Yeah, sit down in the dust. No, but with rainwater, spring water, all right, well water, you don't have to add nothing to it. All right, just a simple filtration process. You can filter that shit with just a normal cloth with multiple layers of cloth. Put activated charcoal in it, kill the little shit you can't catch, microorganisms. Go ahead. Wheatgrass, lemongrass. It's multiple things that purify water or cleanse the water. But if you don't know to search some things out, you don't fucking know. Most of Jake don't fucking know about it. You give them some well water and fucking city water, they'll choose the city water over well water. Go ahead,
and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
So all you preppers, Esau gonna get your ass.
Yep.
What is this? Grab that scripture and say the pestilence within and the sword without. Because these cities gonna be through. You know, them people from down south and city folk, they talk about people from down south. You got chickens and shit. Oh, you country, huh? Yes, nigga. I got free food. Especially a chicken. You get all that protein and vitamins and shit for a little bit of nothing. Go ahead, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32.
No, this should be another one. Read it anyway.
God, it says, verse 24 says,
No, grab Ezekiel 7 and 15. But matter of fact, go to 14. Start at 14.
Go ahead. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 14, and it reads, they have blown the
No
trumpet,
spirit!
even to make...
Start over. Restart over.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, again in verse 14, it reads, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Right, the trumpet is a warning sign. We blowing the trumpet.
Right.
The scripture in 2nd Ezra, 16, it says, make thy way to the battle. Right? Around 2nd Ezra, matter of fact, grab that real quick. 2nd Ezra 16, 63 and 64, something like that. Start back.
Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go up to battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Yeah, the Lord's wrath is upon this place, man. Go ahead.
Verse 15.
Hey, look, when the Lord bless you, the land is prosperous. The land ain't prosperous. The Lord's wrath is upon this place. Right? What did it say? O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. So yeah, a lot of this shit is constructed by Esau, even the so-called white man, right? But the Lord is manipulating it. The deceiver and the deceived are his. Go ahead. Look, the Lord didn't just create the earth and fucking go on vacation. Right? He manipulate what happens on this planet, man. He manipulate what go on. Go ahead.
Verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Yeah, within the cities. Why you motherfuckers tighten up? What you think happened if the sewage stopped working? Out here in the city. Ain't no fresh air like that. You barely get any sunlight, all these fucking buildings. And don't live in the project. You might have one tree to climb. So ain't no trees like that. So you just a whole bunch of people stacked on top of each other. That's pestilence. But then the sword is without. You think you gonna get you a little money? You gonna live in the suburb? I'm gonna live on the outskirts of the city, because that's what you do when you get money, right? Because in the city, even if you have a house in the city, it's still too goddamn close to the next house. That's crazy. You can reach out and grab some sugar from your neighbor and shit. That's how close the houses are. But then you get a little space. Might get you a little quarter acre, half an acre maybe even more on the outskirts of the city. Oh well, your ass, Esau gonna mow your ass down. Yeah, we got a sword for your ass. You hoarding up all these goods. They tracking them goods. They know what the hell you got.
Right.
Go ahead.
They see buying them seeds and all the garden tools.
And they put limitations on it too. You only can buy so many. You gotta buy your shit. From don't go to the main sources of shit.
Right.
You gotta go to alternative. You gotta shop alternatively. Go ahead.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Yeah, because the city, the brothers were going to that earlier. Them storehouses gonna be empty. All right. Whether you got the grocery stores, but then you got the spaces that supply the grocery stores.
Yep.
They all on the different little outskirts and shit too.
Yep.
The different little
Small
Distribution centers.
cold storage. You working in that bitch, you cold. Because that shit it preserves the shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead. 2nd Ezra 16, make thy way to the battle. Oh, this is pitiful.
16 and I'm in 16.
It should be like 64, 63.
64. Oh, no, I can start at 64. 64, it says, Isaiah, 2nd Ezra 16 and 64. Therefore have the
Matter of
Lord,
fact, start at 38.
verse
37. My
Behold,
fault.
Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai himself is the judge.
That's 37?
That's 67.
No, 37. 37.
37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As a
Matter of fact, I'm sorry. Start at 35.
Verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
See, this for the servants of the Lord. See, all you other people, this message can fall on deaf ears. It don't fucking matter. This for the servants of the Lord to hear.
Right, bro.
Watch this ass.
Go ahead.
Behold, the word of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, proceeded. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child is in the 9th month bringing forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of birth, great pains compass her womb.
Yeah, so it says the plagues slack not, right? And plagues represents what? Whatever, famine, pestilence, all right? We going into different race wars, right? Uproars of the people. These plagues are causing fucking people to feel, all right, the Lord's wrath, man. Because it's upon the people, man. And it ain't even turned up all the way yet, bro. All right? Even if it's orchestrated or set up, all right, like brothers going into, set up out of left hand, all right? The Edomites still the Lord's with that. Because that's prophecy.
Which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack.
The plagues be slack. And it's going to be a global thing, by the way. Not just here about like the MOTV. When the MOTV come out, it's going to be time of testing for everybody in the world on the earth. Okay? Go ahead.
Yep. To come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
Yeah, because just like our Lord prophesied in Matthew 24, he said what? All these are beginning of sorrows. He mentioned some of the same things, all right, like the plagues that people will experience on this earth. He mentioned those things and said all these are beginning of sorrows. So people are experiencing the beginning of sorrows right now. And he mentioned the things I just named. Famine, pestilence, wars, rumors of war. All right, nation rises against nation. Okay? Go ahead.
O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Right. That's how some of us gonna be, man. Me and the Lord gotta be like pilgrims, man. I heard survive. The Lord gonna have us, I like them things. Because why it says in Isaiah 65 that those are some support gonna eat the drink. Right? So the Lord gonna provide when we can wait for us. And all these evils are going on. Alright? Go ahead.
He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away.
Yeah. Hey, fucking stores closing down. How many stores you see closing down?
Because if you say yeah.
Downtown areas, prime locations, malls closing down.
And he that buyeth has one that will lose. He that occupieth.
Oh, shit.
He that occupieth merchandise, and he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth.
Shit. A lot of looting going on. A couple of YNs looking at the goddamn windows, putting all the goods off the shelves and shit. Go ahead.
And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein, he that soweth.
You got people building homes right now too. The wealthy, they got a little wealth, they build a home.
They live with brothers.
Go back to so-called normal life.
After that Clay was going to out in somewhere, he saw all type of apartment complexes.
Esau be building, boy. I said Esau be building.
He is building. There's construction everywhere you go. Esau building, man.
Lebanon.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
And also too,
Townhouses out there.
read that part again.
But look, they could, a lot of stuff, what they doing, they could be restructuring things for, you know, what they want to do for their new world order, you know.
15-minute cities.
The 15-minute cities and shit like that, you know, or putting the readers under the, you know, on the highways and shit like that. They know when you're on the highways. Because, hell, they've been doing construction now, crazy-ass construction for the last 15 years. Everywhere you go.
Yep.
Even when you ride from here to Gary, right, bro, they was doing that shit, I don't know how goddamn long, man.
Right there, as soon as you get to Lafayette, they
Then it's cameras all on the highways. Then it's another camera system, I forgot the name of it. You know the cameras that sit in the parking lot? Oh, the security? Yeah. If that camera pick you up and you go to another state, they can pick you up and they can bring up information on all the other states, any other place where you traveled at. So these motherfuckers, dog, they got some shit. Them cameras ain't just that for security. They're tracking everything and everybody. So when they pick up your license plates, right, in another, let's say in another 3 states over, they can be like, oh yeah, he was just in Indiana, you know, a couple days ago, this and that, such and such.
Yeah,
you
now
know,
he's in Pennsylvania.
and he got a pack of chicken wings, so, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, your card, your debit cards are linked to your name. You know. Hey, your debit cards are linked to your name, so every time you swipe, every time you order something off the internet, the government knows everything you buy.
The government.
You know, nobody really carries cash anymore. You know, so when you swipe that card, you shop with it online. It's in Google Wallets.
So look, it's kind of hard to get off the grid. If you got a phone, all right, or you driving somewhere, man, it's kind of hard. He done made it that you can't even really get off the grid because the camera's gonna track you. Oh, the last city he went through, such and such, he got off this ramp. So it's pretty much he probably in that area. You know, you will have to go straight up in the goddamn woods. And hell, they'll find you in there. They'll send a drone in there.
Even then,
You know?
heat signatures. And
Yeah. Helicopters, drones. Look, they got something called heat-seeking missiles. You know? Where pick up your fucking body temperature or you know, whatever's warm over there.
Yeah. Hey, they got drones that got like super hearing, to where if you crack a twig, that motherfucker right on your ass.
Hey, but look, what scripture is that though? Daniel. Knowledge shall what? Increase. Get that, yeah.
Hey, you shuffle some rocks, or you crack a twig, or you swipe by some trees. You know, the drone can pick up sounds at a higher frequency than us.
Yeah, but all this is part of his beast system, or him ruling the people, you know, or him trying to be like the Most High. What do he say? I will be like the Most High. I'll sit up in the temple, grab that too. Also grab what's that? Is in the book of Sirach. It says the Lord governeth the world in the palm of his hand. He wants to do that. He wants to be Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He want to be able to see everything. He want to hear you fuck, right? He want to tag your kids. You want to tag your dog. He in the ocean. He tagging whales. He tagging eagles.
Yeah.
Dude is tagging everything. He's chipping everything, bro.
Tasmanian devils.
Yeah.
They travel so far the distance in a day. Right, yeah, you got microchips on every goddamn thing. You know?
And so people they have no idea how far this devil technology goes. They have no fucking idea, bro. And that's just what we got. or what the fuck we know, you know?
We don't got all that, you know. But go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna ask too. To your point, I made the cameras in the neighborhoods too, those black ones. Residential streets, those black cameras.
Yeah.
Got radar readers and speed and all that shit.
Like I said, you got the phones, you got the tablets, you got the what else? The watches. Right? So this motherfucker, he know how you breathe at night. If you wear the watch, he know your heart rate.
It's your heartbeat, Hey, then at the grocery store, Jake ever noticed that solar panel with the police light at the grocery store?
Yeah.
They tracking you with it every time you go.
The what?
You go to the grocery store, you see that little white.
That's what I was just talking about. That's the first thing I brought up. Yeah.
I know that's what you're talking about.
It ain't a solar panel. That's a camera. That's a tracking device. I was telling you, it can pick you up in this state, and then you go to another state, and it get the information. He was just in Indiana. You be like, it takes all your information. Well, he was just here. Yeah, well, guess what? You in Ohio now. Guess what? They gonna get all your information to them.
Yeah.
And then you got that with the digital ID stuff too attached.
Yeah.
The phone thing too. I would ping this phone in the woods, just many feet in the woods. You still got your phone on you. They can locate you right there. They can precise location.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
You see, knowledge shall be increased, right? So, but at the end of it's really the Most High's technology, all right? Because the Lord gave him that wisdom, you know. But that's so what, you know, so he can fulfill prophecy, you know, do the things what he's trying to do. The Lord speaks about bringing down his enterprise. What's that? You read the book of Job?
Yeah.
No, hold that too, you know, because all these things he's doing, it won't come to fruition, you know. The Lord is going to bring it to naught. Yahweh Bashir Ashai is going to bring it to naught, man.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
I got Isaiah. This book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars.
Yeah, I will ascend to heaven. Oh, the space program, right? You got these dudes. Even he show you the pride of Esau, right? Where it says the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. This dude, Elon Musk, really think he can get to Mars. This motherfucker is crazy, man. Oh yeah, we're trying to get to Mars. And he keeps shooting these goddamn rockets up, man. Dude, you ain't gonna never get up there, bro. You ain't gonna never get up there. I don't care. You're just a goddamn Edomite who the Lord, you know, using on the left-hand side, man, you know. He's a high-level Edomite too, man. High-level witch, man. You know. Go ahead.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
See, I will be like the Most High, right? He got the drones, he got the airplanes, right? He got the satellites, right? He wanna look down from the heavens on you, you know. He wanna see everything. He wanna study all the animals. Hey, even though we like those documentaries, but you like, well, damn, he just set a camera up or something up and just watch the animals all day.
Yeah.
So Esau, he gets to enjoy the earth, man. You know, he actually get to see creation. Man, he envies the Most High, bro. You know, he hates the Most High. That's why he always try to make a fake image of it. You know. Go ahead. Go ahead and bring it out.
God, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they're coming at falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, and that's what we are revealing in these last days, the man of sin. All right. The enemy, you know, the one that actually hate the Most High. He hate the Most High.
he ain't the Most High's creation.
That's right, brother.
You know, anything that has life in it. Hold on, what's that? Grab that in John. It says the spirit of the Antichrist, right? All right, he has the spirit of the Antichrist. He's anti-Messiah. He's anti-Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because he want to make his version of what? Everything, you know? Or in his image, you know? Like it says, how can a clean thing come out of what? An unclean thing. So he's making everything in his image. Well, he's making a fucking unclean image of everything. A seedless avocado, you know? Or the goddamn Letterman jacket people, right? Because it is Pride Month, right? You know, and you know, in the wicked, twisted image of his, bro. This is the way he think life is supposed to be. You know. Go ahead. Who got that?
This 1 John chapter 4, verse 3. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach has come in the flesh is not of Yahweh. And this is the spirit of the Antichrist.
Right, read it again.
This is 1 John 4 and 3. Every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahweh.
Right. It's not of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because other words, what? He will be teaching people about what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right, he don't gotta actually say the Lord actually came, but by his ways, man. All right, the way this devil speak, you know, his pride, man. You know, he don't gotta say there's no God, you know, even though the scriptures say, well, who have said in his heart there is no God. But that's why he got what you call that evolution and shit like that, you know. That's anti-Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's anti-life. Yahweh Shai said, he said, what? I am the what? The truth, the light, you know. Go ahead.
It says, and this is the spirit of the Antichrist. Wherefore you have heard that it should come.
Right. So anybody that actually follow his agenda, right, or the things that this devil speak, you're part of what? Being anti-Yahweh Shai.
That's right, bro.
You know? Go ahead. That's why it says in the book of Revelation, it says what? They wonder after the beast. Everybody is following. Oh man, ooh. Be like the so-called white man. You know, wear a suit. You know, be a liar. Be a sodomite. You know, do what thou wilt. You know, do what feels good. There's no God. There's no punishment for that. Go to college. Join my military. And so on. Go ahead.
It says that you have heard it should come, and even now already it is in the world.
See, it is in the world, right? So when you dealing with his school system, his military, right? That's why they got the Satan temples now, right? They got them in the military. They got them in the cities, you know. They got the Letterman jacket people reading the little babies, you know. That's anti-Yahweh Shai, you know, and it's constantly pushed on the masses, you know. But go ahead.
I'm gonna come read verse 4.
But they're packaging it up as it, you know, being a good thing, or love, right? But what does the scripture say? Hold that real. It says, "Him that seeketh love, what covereth what? A transgression." Somebody grab that real quick, because they package it up in love.
Yeah.
Love.
Because,
Go ahead.
Because even with I'm gonna call him T. When T got in office, he was saying the Lord made men and women. All right, and he was setting laws to equivalent them.
Yeah.
They made him out to be a hate, as hatred, and not love for the people. You
Or really, that's hate. If you telling somebody to cut off their genitals and be this, that's hateful as hell. You telling somebody to literally destroy themselves, kill them, you know, what the Most High intended you to be. So the Lord intended you to be a woman, you're supposed to be a woman.
That's right.
Lord intended you to be a man, you're supposed to be a man. He didn't say, yeah, cut off your dick and make it out of a pussy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, if a man that's rooted in the stones can't make it.
Yeah. And then, right? And then once they do all this, right? What happened? They want to commit suicide. You know? Oh man, this can't be like. Now they unhappy. You know, cut your balls off, right? And some doctor, whatever, he might have ate him or something. Shit. Who knows, bro? Something satanic as hell. You know? They probably take your balls and sell them some goddamn well, man. Sell them to the Chinese or something. Who knows? Put it in some cookies. You know Esau, right? You just never know with this devil, right? So now you sitting around, you eating balls. Who knows?
Even with the Red Bull, they didn't know they were actually using actual bull semen in it. It actually came out. You know, the devil just do anything crazy. He do anything, huh? Go ahead, bro.
Got that.
How you finish out with?
That comes transgression.
Go ahead.
God, it's Proverbs 17:9. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love.
See, seeketh love. That's why I say he packages everything in love.
Yeah.
Love. Love. No, man, he's covering that's transgression. You know, the things that he push on you, man. Like I say, he packaged it all in love, man. But it's written, and you know, because the scripture says, love not the world. That's of the world. You know? That's a love that's of the world, which really is hate. That's real hate. And they call us a hate group, but they're really the hate group. Because they're going against Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You know? So who's the real hate group? You know? Go ahead, man.
But he that repeateth a matter separated very.
Oh, but that was into that,
Yeah,
but
that
you know.
was right, yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Back in 1 John chapter 4, verse 4. It says, ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world.
See?
And the world heareth them. It says, we are of Yahweh.
Right, you see that? The world hear of them. Right? This society is the world. Right? So they hear the so-called white man. When they hear our message, man, them niggas don't know what they talking about. All that black, what they call it, black Hebrew Israelite shit. You know?
Right.
Man, a coat. But you listen to somebody that's telling you to chop off your balls.
Yep.
Right.
Right? Or trying to make pedophilia legal. You know?
Man, boy, Lord.
Or selling you a damn dream. Every nigga in the hood want to be a goddamn basketball, football star, man.
Or a rapper.
Or a rapper. Right? They got Sexy Red propped up somewhere to your kids.
Yeah, you got straight retarded niggas doing rap.
Yeah.
Hey, you got chicks with no legs twerking.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Because, like you said, retarded. Hip hop was supposed to be a thing of intelligence. You know, hip hop wasn't. They dumbed it down. So it ain't even a thing of intelligence no more. It's like who can be the dumbest nigga. You know, who can say the most vulgar, illest stuff. It don't even the stuff that you listen to. It don't take an ounce of intelligence to put it together. You know.
To your point, Glorilla, she just won the BET gospel.
Yeah, gospel. Yeah, she got well, I'd say this is the worst gospel song I ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
The worst gospel song I ever heard in my life. Her country bunking ass. And what is she doing? She's sitting around chopping on the nose. Right? Back to what? That image. Right? They done slutted her out. So these people are through, bro. There's no hope for these. You, man, bro. Like the Lord said, if it wasn't for the remnant, we as what Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, Because if it was left to any of these other people, we'd just be fucked up out here, bro.
Yeah.
Wasn't that her that said she like for people to ejaculate in her food before she eat it?
Oh, yeah.
French fries.
On the French.
Like, a salad, too.
like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You dumb hoe.
You fucking.
Got a little more.
Go ahead, man.
This is verse 6, back to 1 John 4:6.
See, but this is the shit we got to deal with in this world, man. We got to deal with these retarded ass people, man. All these people retarded, man. They slow. All right, they slow. All of them. Go ahead. I don't care how much college degrees they done went to, and all. These people are retarded, bro.
That's right, bro.
Because they wicked. If you're willing to sin and go against the Creator, man, Yahweh by shit, you're retarded, bro. All right? Because what does the scripture say? The wisdom of this world come of what? Foolishness. What it says, what? It cometh to naught. Paul said, "Where's the scribe? Where's the where's the disputer of this world?" That wisdom is not. Then it says the knowledge of wickedness is what? The wisdom of the wickedness is not knowledge, or something like that. You see? So you got to be a dumbass. See? That's dumb. Who created that? Why couldn't you just make a motorcycle that's silent? I know you can make a more silent motorcycle. You see?
Yeah, but everybody's a goddamn attention seeker. Hey, look at me. My bike is loud.
Go ahead, man.
It says, we are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us.
Right. So they what Chris Tucker say? You understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? No, they don't, man. They don't understand nothing. These people are fucking idiots, bro. And we're forced to be amongst these people. We're here. We're stuck. Your Lord got us here you know, like He made us a sign. You know, like when you read the book of Ezekiel, He told Ezekiel, "Look, move this in front of the house of Israel." You know, you're gonna be assigned to those people. We are assigned to these people destruction to their death. You know, they don't even know it until they actually, you know, under that. You know, they got to deal with that.
Who's up?
That's why the scripture say, "Then shall you know a prophet was among you."
That's right.
Right, and now you seeing it now, right? Look at the stuff that's happening in the world. Look at all this stuff, man. Shit. You be like, man, maybe I should quit my job. At this rate,
Right.
shit, they but you know, we not.
Right.
Israel just bombed Iran. Shit.
Hey.
And just struck it back too.
Yeah, and they struggle. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Wait a Hey, yeah. Now we just gotta wait, you know, for them to introduce that beast system.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's go.
Let's go.
And all these other militaries that get involved, man.
If I could just get to my
I posted really. I posted really this one because
inside too.
soon they bombed Iran, they was on high alert the whole time. And Iran, they prolonged all the way into the night watch. So they hit them like, of course, and they weren't paying attention.
Right. Go ahead. What was y'all holding?
I still gotta finish that. Second Thessalonians.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say those so-called Jews are real proud, bro.
Yeah.
They use their pride against them because after a while it's like, yeah, who would bomb us? We're a powerful nation. They're like after a while you don't get no answer. You know, then that pride start rising up. You know, so they stopped worrying. They gave them time to stop worrying. Like, yeah, they're not crazy. They're not gonna bomb us. You know, and then wait till everything went down, and then boom, boom, boom. And then, you know, start striking your ass. So, hey, the least of them is drawing them out, man. Hey, just like the scripture said it, man. And who been saying it?
Yeah, see? Gonna do about see? But go ahead, bro.
God, this is back to 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right. So he'll exalt himself above everything. Like he gonna figure out this. Like the football players don't even play on real grass no more. This nigga done made turf grass. You know what I'm saying? Everything this dude do, like, oh yeah, we gonna make fake grass, right? We gonna make, hey, and to figure out how to make fake water. And they selling it. What's the name of that goddamn water? The Century, yeah. You see? Water is a thing of life, you know? He don't like, we gonna make fake water. How, bro? This is what we dealing with. Go ahead.
Or that is worshipped.
Or that is worshipped. Right? And we know you're supposed to worship Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So he's like, look, I'm above Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? Maybe if I just killed him all, I become you gotta get into the head of the wicked. Maybe if I kill everybody or kill all the Israelites, maybe I'll be the Most High. Maybe I'll become his children. You know? But no, you the children of the devil.
That's right.
You know? The Lord said he gonna destroy the wicked. He gonna pluck up the wicked. You know? So there's no hope for you. You know? Go ahead.
It's like the Most High said, what, there's no end to a people, into a people. It says,
that's why we gotta get out of it. This devil was trying to figure out how to block out the sun. He's doing some old crazy whacked out stuff, man. Out of all the years we've been on, whoever thought you was gonna actually hear somebody talk about, yeah, I'm gonna block out the sun.
Yeah, the children of darkness.
Yeah.
The darkness can't comprehend light.
I'm gonna block out the sun. And actually has a plan for it. This is crazy shit, bro.
What nigga is this?
We living in some real sci-fi shit.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, gonna build robots. You got robots. That's another thing, you see. So he want to get rid of humans and bring robots, and that's why I say he's totally against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know. Then he gonna turn your ass to a robot. Oh, you got a kidney? Look, I got a robotic kidney. You know.
Hey, that's crazy. I was watching that movie, The Repo Man, with what's my man? My man with the crooked eye. Forrest Whitaker. Yeah, the Repo Man. They was giving people them organs, and then the people couldn't afford to pay for it. They come snatch the organ back out of their body and seal it up with this gel, and the niggas just start coughing up blood, die.
I forgot what type of diabetes it is, but you got some people they're so fucked up, you know, they diabetes, they actually got a machine hooked up to their pancreas, and it pumps the shit into you. So basically you like a goddamn robot. You got a goddamn piece of a machine on you pumping in goddamn insulin and shit, man.
It's type 1.
It's like, yeah.
So they can like a machine, they're not born with it. I mean, they're not born with it, they can work with the machine on. Type 2, you get rid of it. When the pancreas just totally fell out, they put the machine on you too.
Yeah.
So you get rid of both of them. Type 1. There's 2 you get rid of by just fixing your daily diet and exercise.
Yeah, the one, your shit just not working at all. You fucked. Yeah, so he done put a damn machine on you, man. You know? But here, like I said, they gonna figure out some shit. They gonna give you a goddamn robotic pancreas. You know? And that's how they gonna fix you. Right? That's why the scriptures goes into what? Those false miracles. You see?
Hey, they say, hey, the Lord is amping shit up, man. So like, I don't mean to change the subject.
No, you good.
I looked at my phone and it said meteorologists are quitting because they said hurricane season is going to be so bad they don't want to cover it.
No, that goes right on here because a lot of them hurricanes they making them.
Right.
See what he say? Saying I am God. Right?
Yep.
So he's really fucking up shit.
Yep.
That's why the weather all wacky.
Yep. Hey, they got these machines that when it's hot outside, the machines pump cool air under the hot air, and it causes storms, man. Like they got documentaries of that on YouTube. These big ass machines that pump cold air into the, you know, when hot air and cold air mix, or a cool front comes in when it's hot, that creates real bad storms. Or
that the Arctic blast shit. Being the winter. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They creating. They got a machine that blows cool air under into the hot air, and it creates storms, man. You know?
Yeah.
But go ahead, bro.
Because you growing up, I don't remember none of them terms. Yeah, we have the Arctic blast. It's some shit. It be warm as hell. Then this cold shit just come and drop everything to goddamn -2. But it was just 60 degrees.
Yeah.
And then once the blast is gone, it jump back up to 40, 50 degrees. That's not regular. We didn't grow up on that. We didn't grow up on that kind of shit, man. We had regular weather. Summer, fall, winter, spring. Now you don't know if the summer is actually summer, or if the spring is summer, or if the fall is summer. You know. Hell, a couple years ago we had summer drag all the way to goddamn the end of November. A couple years ago. There was shit still in my garden growing. All the way to November. Tomatoes and shit.
Man, I hate this place.
This place is wicked as hell, man. And cause then you like, no, well, it's gonna be over, you know, but you like, well shit, you might as well, you know, might as well leave it there. But go ahead, man.
In San Francisco, I had seen a video a few years ago. It was raining on one side of the street and it wasn't raining on the other.
But that's kind of like normal, though.
That's crazy.
That's kind of like normal. But still, he'll send a fake cloud with rain, right?
Yeah.
That could have been a fake cloud.
God.
This nigga got fake clouds, man.
Yeah.
He was talking about they trying to blind out
The one, what's that? There was a picture, a video down there in the Middle East, but the air dude had the damn cloud.
Yeah.
Playing with it. The motherfucker, I ain't never seen the cloud fall out the sky. All the shit is unheard of. Motherfucker playing with a cloud.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. On the side of the road.
Yeah, on the side of the road, dude playing with a cloud. A piece of a cloud. Or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's supposed to be a cloud. Probably some shit that give you cancer in the long run. He probably dead now. But go ahead, man. For real.
This is back to 2 Thessalonians 2, halfway through. It says, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Yep. Hey, he said this motherfucker, man, that stole the Lord's identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always making commercials about identity theft.
Yeah.
You done stole everybody's fucking
Everybody, he don't care.
all history. Hey, his history is sitting in a cave somewhere picking bugs out his ass, eating them, and then you look up and this motherfucker is, you know, he's just every man. He's the last samurai.
Oh, but that goes into what's that? Oh God, man. These people, man.
The Jake in the middle of all of them.
Yeah. What you say? The Lord. What you say? Slip the back out the dunk hill. Take the bases of men. Lord rule up in the kingdom of men. So the Lord can take the lowest of low and sit him on the throne, bro. Give him power. Showing you, like the man said, he was in the cave, eating bugs, eating out his dead loved ones' skulls. You know what I'm saying? Wearing their clothes till they was literally deteriorated. And this is the motherfucker that's ruling the earth.
Yeah.
This is the motherfucker that's ruling. The Most High gave him all of this.
Eating lice soup.
That's wild, Jake. But that's what we dealing with. That's what we stuck here with, man. So somebody that's really meant to be a peasant is ruling. So he's gonna do peasant things, you know. He's not gonna do royal things, righteous things. You know, like how you looked at Esau's artwork or the way he built things now. He build things like it's not even like really creative. Yeah. He take a banana, tape it on the wall, and call it art.
Yeah. Hey, now these motherfuckers is hanging up. They're hanging up cans of paint, off a rope and stab a hole in the bottom of it and spin it around the room.
Yeah.
And then what comes out of it is art. It's a masterpiece.
This is a masterpiece.
You know, like this is wasteful fuck of you.
This is $2,000.
Yeah. This shit is at some art exhibit, and then you got all these thin-nosed crackers crying over the shit. It's beautiful.
But there's him, chaos. Chaos. You know, unstructural. Yo, you good, bro.
Not even half the bucket of paint got on the art. It's got in some room where he got plastic because he got money to buy all this shit. He got plastic. He just wasteful. He got plastic all in the room, you know. And he's just spinning buckets of paint around, and that's art. I remember when art, you used to have to make every stroke by hand.
Now you tie some shit to a rope.
Yeah.
And swing it.
You remember that movie, Cop and a Half? Anybody remember that movie? They had a dude on there. He was swinging his body, smacking himself against the paint, against the wall.
Reset.
But go ahead. What else was we holding?
So Ecclesiastes is 5.
Go ahead, grab it real quick. Go ahead.
So
You get the mother
Ecclesiastes
preacher.
chapter 18, again in verse 2. It says, it reads, the Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he. Who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his
Right,
will.
so that's what Esau want to do. He want to govern the world in the palm of his hands. He want everything to obey his will. That's what Esau want to fulfill that, you know. That's why he got the drones and the robots and the chips, you know, and the internet and all these different things, man. So he can control everything, you know. He want to be like you just read. He want to be like the Most High, you know. And he knows that because, like, going back to the animal documentaries, right? He look at certain animals, he be like, man, damn. That's why some of the scientists come out and be like, hey, man, it got to be a Most High. Because I forgot the name of it. It's one bird, right? Soon as the bird is born, it know to fly to a certain area. And it has just enough energy or water. I forgot the name. It's a documentary. But it's called Creatures That Defy Evolution. But this bird is born and it knows to fly to this certain area, right? And it's just born. But it knows, as soon as it's born, it knows to fly to that area and meet with the other birds. No mother, no father, but it knows that. Yeah. Go ahead, brother, get it.
Job 12 and verse 9, starting in verse 9. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind?
Could you read that over again, brother? Baba Kusha.
It says, well, I'll start up. Job 12, starting at verse 7. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ask now the bees, they shall teach thee. Right? When you go into Wisdom of Solomon, he talks about the animals and basically how the world is run, the circuits of the water, how the rivers pour into each other, you know. Solomon knew a lot of stuff, man. So really, a lot of this understanding, Esau is just getting it, you know. But that was understanding Solomon had before Esau. You know, when you go into it, you know, that's really old knowledge. You know, some of this stuff is old knowledge, man. Go ahead.
Just to add to your point, knowing that that was Yahweh Shah reincarnation.
Right.
Yahweh Shah to create, you know, the heavens and earth and everything that's still in.
Now tell me, how would he know those things?
Right.
You know?
Instead of Proverbs 8, 7 to 8, where it says, let me grab my
And that was so Solomon knew without technology. Showing you this devil is really on a low level. The Lord just you know, put him up there.
Real quick,
Go.
Proverbs 8 and starting at verse 22 says the Lord, and this is the words of Solomon, King Solomon it is, the Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, wherever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth. That just goes with the elder.
Yeah. Go to Wisdom of Solomon. What is that? 7. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and
I got
you can start from 14.
Wisdom of Solomon 7.
Or you can start from 13.
Yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 13. I learned diligently.
Yeah, you gotta, because Esau stole a lot of this knowledge, man. Right? Like him going to the Aztec calendar and all that stuff, man, and going into the stars and ooh. He learned a lot of that stuff from Jake, man, or he stole it from Jake. Like I said, a lot of this is old, or what stuff that he started off with is old ancient knowledge. All this, matter of fact, I quoted it earlier. The knowledge of wickedness is not knowledge. That's not really real understanding, you know. Of course, you gotta have, but you gotta be wicked to get into it. It's left hand shit. It's witchcraft, you know. Like he got some shit. You might say something, right? Or he got it now. You can think shit, and you go on the fucking phone, and the ad pop up.
Yeah.
Now, how the fuck did he figure that shit out? Like Esau, what'd he say? Every thought of them is what? Deep?
That's true.
Yeah, I know. But I think they said what you call that? The shit on our phone?
Algorithm?
No.
AI
What's the shit? 5G? They said they have a 6G. And that shit can damn near read your goddamn mind, bro.
I'll be on the Bible app. I'll be on the Bible app, typing in, I think about a precept, and the words just come up. How the fuck? It's all digital.
Yeah.
How the fuck does it come up? I wouldn't even.
It's fucking witchcraft.
They're increasing more and more. I don't know if Jake heard about the Stargate.
Yeah.
That they building out in Texas, $500 billion AI. So it's only gonna be like 15 humans that work there. The rest of it gonna be all AI, bro.
Yep.
Look it up, bro. $500 billion project they built.
Yep. So who got that in Wisdom of
I
Solomon?
got you. It says, Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 13 again. I learned diligently and do communicate her liberally.
All right, he's talking about wisdom. Read.
I do not hide her riches, for she is a treasure unto men that never fail it, which they that use become the friends of the Most High, being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Right, the gift that comes with learning, right? So he learned a lot of these things just learning, watching, you know. And the Most High was, because the Lord, Yahweh shall always deal with Jake, you know. That's just the way it is, you know. Like it says, Issachar, he knew what? Knew about what? He had the knowledge of what? The signs of the heavens, you know. How did they learn those things? The Most High gave it to them. Yeah, when you go into Abraham, the history of Abraham, scholars say Abraham, you know, taught a lot of people math and different things, you know.
It says, verse 14.
Our forefathers wasn't dumb, you know. Go ahead.
It says, verse 14, for she is a treasure unto men that never fail it, which they that use become the friends of the Most High, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. The Most High had granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as it meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leadeth unto wisdom, and directeth the wise. For in his hand are both we in our words, all wisdom also and knowledge of workmanship.
Or what? What do you mean by workmanship? You're right. The way the Lord made everything, His workmanship, the things He created. But the scripture says this too. We only got a spark of it. It's a way different. It's a whole deeper understanding of all these things. You know that's have been created. You know, what we got is just actually a spark. You know, go ahead.
Verse 16. For in His hand are both we in our words, all wisdom also and knowledge of workmanship. For He hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are.
See what I was saying? See, the Lord give us. He gave Israel that knowledge. Really, what He say? It's written in the book of Baruch. It says the things of the Most High belongeth unto us. You know, all these different things on how to, you know, the heavens work and the water and all that stuff, man. That's all our knowledge, man. That's all our stuff, man. You know, right. We supposed to be teaching the world those things, right? Because it says the things when you read the book of Sirach, the things that are good, the ungodly corrupt them, or if not, he try to corrupt them, you know, or he try to destroy them. So something that's good, the Lord created, He always try to destroy it, you know. Or him and his science, he trying to tweak it. You know, like there's no way this devil should know how to change the poop out of a beaver's ass into fucking vanilla. Right. Why do you know that, bro? Right. Why do you know that? Right. Why would you? That's something you shouldn't even try to look into, a beaver's ass, man. Yeah. What is wrong with you? That's called corruption, man. Yeah, what they say, the wicked are estranged from the womb? Yeah. That's weird shit.
I don't even want to think about how they found that out.
How did you find that out, bro?
Same thing with that bird from Starbucks. You eat a certain nut.
Yeah.
And they charge people $100 for the coffee, but he don't even can break the nut down, and it comes up out of his shit. Yeah. All right?
Yep.
So they go through his bowels. And
we worked at the Starbucks warehouse, bro, and them bags of coffee, that shit is expensive.
Yeah.
What was that shit, like $100 a bag then?
$100 a bag.
Yeah. To get some shit coffee.
Right. Yeah.
Literally.
$100 a cup.
Yeah, $100 a cup.
$100 a cup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But go ahead.
Real quick. Sirach 39 and 24. As His ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Oh, that's beautiful. See, they stumbling blocks. See, so the righteous, His righteous ways, or is really a stumbling block to him, because He's trying to figure out how to corrupt it. He's trying to figure out how to destroy it. You know, so He can say, look what up, or be the Most High. You know, He just can't get a credit to Yahweh Shai and be like, man, this is beautiful. He's trying to figure out, how can I destroy it? How can I make a better version? There is no better version. You dumb motherfucker. There's no better version. You ain't. This dude is crazy. Go ahead.
Verse 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners.
Read up.
It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water.
You can stop it though. Okay. You can stop it. Yeah. No. He right on the point though. You know, but like you said, when you go, what do you say? Water, wine, salt. He done corrupted all that. Yeah. You know, he done destroyed it all. Yeah. You know, hey, back in the ancient world, they used to trade, barter with salt. You know. Yeah. Salt is supposed to be a good thing. You know, season of food. It also put a certain mineral in you. I forgot the name of it, but if you're feeling sick or whatever, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, maybe, and you take it, the salt to get rid of it. Shimmy knew about it. Shimmy was telling me about it. But Shimmy was telling me, one day he was feeling all crazy and sick, and he ate some salt, man, and just like that, he started feeling better, man.
Oh yeah, it's negative ion charge.
Yeah.
The negative ions.
You know.
Yeah, the negative
The
ions
watch know.
bind to the positive ions, which is the bad stuff, and then neutralize it.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Yeah.
There you have it.
To your point, when saying the ungodly use it, many of those Romans, so when they took over certain land,
Yeah.
they burned it down, they threw salt, so stuff wouldn't regrow.
See?
Yeah. That's why, like, when you got a sore throat, they tell you to gargle salt water.
Yeah.
And then after that, you start coughing up all kind of phlegm.
Mm-hmm.
Because the negative ions are
Or
pulling
an
that shit
infection.
out. Yep.
Tooth infection, all that stuff.
It's pulling that shit out of you.
Put salt on the wound.
Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon 7:17, it says, "For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made."
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yahweh Bashir Shai want us to search out things, man, and learn. Because when you learn about these different, you're learning about him. You learn about his creation, you're learning about him, man. You somewhere, like it says, what's that? I think it's the book Isaiah, who should know the mind of the Most High. Yeah. You're getting an inkling of the mind of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai when you're learning about those things, man. You're getting a piece of the Most High. Yeah. But he wants to destroy. He wants to corrupt it, man. He don't want nothing to do with the Most High. That's why it says, what's that in Psalms? It says the Most High is not in his thoughts at all.
Hey, that's why all of this medicine start with a herb, with a herbal base, and then he just put chemicals in it.
Yeah.
They got aspirin. Acetaminophen comes from the willow's bark tree. You can pulverize those leaves and make a salve, and like if you got pain, within minutes it'll cure the pain. But no, not with E. Now he got to put some shit in there to stop your heart.
Right.
Yep.
You got to put something in there that's gonna fuck you up too. And that God complex.
Yeah.
He got a God complex. He wants to be like the Most High.
Yeah.
Like the elder was saying. He want to be like the Most High. But he can't, man.
In the process, destroying everything.
Yeah.
Because this devil was so wise, right? He would know, like, bro, don't cut down the trees, bro. The scriptures tell you don't cut down the trees. Or just don't, pulverize the damn land, man.
Yeah. Now people are passing out at outdoor concerts because there ain't no fucking trees that provide shade. Right. People dying.
But what did it say? The knowledge of wickedness is what? The wisdom of, we gotta get that.
I'm gonna get it.
Because this devil because he knows shit, right? Well, he said, look, so we won't have fruit trees growing. We're gonna get rid of all the female trees and just have all the male trees, right? So now you don't have fruit trees growing. Now you can't eat it off the land. That's a wicked man, right? We gotta hold that one. What he say? They search a diligent search, man, until they have accomplished it. Go ahead, bro.
This book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 19:22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
See, the knowledge that's not wisdom, because your wisdom is supposed to be useful. It's supposed to help you, not destroy. It's supposed to build you up. It's supposed to build up things. Read it over again.
This is Ecclesiasticus 19:22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
See, that ain't wisdom, man. Right? Because wisdom, you're supposed to teach it, and it's supposed to help you grow. It's supposed to make you wiser. Right? It ain't supposed to make you into a damn degenerate. Or make you forget about the Most High. Because that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to forget about the Most High. And he want to take the glory for everything. Look, put me on a pedestal. Go ahead.
Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
See? Or the counsels of sinners, because that's the counsel of sinners. Right? That's not a thing. That's not prudence. No, it's just a counsel of what? Corrupters. Degenerates. Sodomites. Bastards. Go ahead. That was into that?
That's it on that.
Blasphemers. That's all. That's when it comes. That's what it really. He's a blasphemer. You know. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
They search out iniquities. So you might have some righteous. They're gonna be like, well, what? How can we make it wicked? You know, how can we make it wicked as all hell, man? You know, how can we make it destroy you? You know, or how can we make this earth less potent?
Right.
So it won't benefit anyone. You know, how can we make it less potent so it won't heal you? Right?
Well, like you go to the grocery store now, and I never saw this as a kid. They got packs of pork and beef mixed now. That was not out when I was little. They had these type of things.
Or is it pork and beef?
What is it? Right.
You know, is it a squirrel? Is it some raccoon mixed with beef? Who knows? Who knows? Or what? Right? Because we just going into it earlier, right? Oh, but back to the scripture, knowledge of what? Wickedness is not wisdom, right? Because now, hey, whether you know it or not, they're liquefying their bodies and turn them into water, so you could be washing up with somebody's flesh. You see? Or drinking somebody's flesh. See, but we're the crazy motherfuckers on the corner, right? We wicked. We in the coat. But this devil, he get to get away with everything. And they say we just out here hating white people. But yet this motherfucker doing this.
Yeah. And where he getting the bodies from?
I seen another video, right? This dude that work in a cemetery, he say at the end, they will bring the coffins back up, and he said he walked up on it, and he kind of like lifted up the coffin, and it was light. And he asked the dude where the body was. And the dude asked him like, hey man, dude told him, look, you really don't want to know what we doing with the bodies.
Oh, I'll tell you.
So your McDonald's, your water, you know, you don't. They gonna deliver me from the wicked. Yeah, man. We're really in the worst case scenario. Like the Elder Yashuramba be saying, man. Like we, like how do, like you thinking is he living Brother Faith? See how he cringing? You're like, God damn. Because when you actually think about it, you speaking, you're like, damn. Like you get that low?
And then you washing your newborn baby off and liquefied body.
Like, why couldn't you just stick to regular water, bro? You know?
It's a plentiful supply. Is it?
What it got plastic in it.
Yeah.
Right? If you ever see, I pretty much every brother in the truth have seen that documentary, Plastic Ocean.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know? They say we drink plastic every day, little small particles of plastic.
Contributed to what? Kidney malfunction.
See?
Body can't filter that shit out. So people probably on dialysis, I don't think drinking hot and all kind of shit, but plastic on top of it. And who's was saying, I looked in the chat, the one you talking about.
Yeah.
You was talking about in the chat, right?
Right.
And I was like, what I say, who's say they're not making that shit into bottled water? They put spring water, alkaline spring water in there. Is it?
Oh, is it?
No, that's been happening because they set the pallets of water out in the sun, and the plastic gets hot and leaches into the bottled water. We've been drinking plastic for all of our lives. Yeah. You know, plastic sitting. Just think a truck coming from Texas, from a water plant in Texas, is sitting in that fucking sun all the way till they get to where it's going. That plastic heats up, and particles of that plastic leaches into the water. You know, that's why the whole BPA bottle. This bottle doesn't have bisphenol A because bisphenol A was the synthetic estrogen that was.
Yeah, but I
that
say
was like
it turns you into a sodomite.
Yeah, bro. The spirit of the Lord, you might be looking at another man's ass. Like, man, like, bro, like that shit is fucking crazy, bro. Crazy work. Oh, I'm gonna rain hard on these devils out here, man. I'm sorry, bro. Oh, these fucking people, man.
Even back in the day, Mr. Pure, all that used to come in glasses.
Everything used to come in glass.
Yeah, bro. It's hard to find some glass now.
Go ahead.
Take your pop bottles back to the store for money.
Yeah. Milk.
This is Psalms 124. I'll start at verse 2. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up. Quick. When their wrath was kindled against us.
Right, man, bro, we'll be destroyed, bro. You know, that's why the Lord got the remnant, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Shit, well, the Lord, we've been fucked up out
Yeah.
here. That's the whole point, you know. It's like this shit just make you fucking mad. Like I said, children of oppression make a wise man mad. Like you just the shit the elder just saying is like, God damn, man. Ain't no depth of low is never gonna go.
Yeah. How low will you go? How low would you go, bro?
Yeah, just when you think you're tired, some more evil shit come out.
Yeah.
Like, just when you think it's enough. Like, you know, hey, if they doing that, shit, I don't even want to know.
That's what we know. That's what we know about.
Right.
Shit.
That's what we know about, man.
Watch those documentaries on the cows too, bro.
That's what we know about. That's what we know about. What about the stuff we don't know about? You know? What about all the enchantments?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, him putting on fake masks and all that shit, or you know, cause you better believe them hoods, man, and with Jake Lip, man, they throw all kind of drugs and be throwing curses on them motherfuckers, man. All kind of shit, man. Doing witchcraft on those cities, man. The devil be doing all kind of shit, man.
Like, we witnessed that in Gary. Remember the camp? We was at the camp, and we kind of felt weird, and we turned around, there's a bunch of demonic symbols. Then we started riding around the city and looking, it was a bunch of demonic symbols. These people was coming to beautify the city. They was really putting curses on Jake out there. They were, white people are coming to beautify the city, and they make all these paintings, but hidden within the paintings, demonic faces, demonic symbols, upside down crosses, demons. Yeah, man.
Yeah, me and the elder Oscar did a video years ago on it. This dude said he was a warlock. They would place them in different sections in the city, and they would just send curses up all night on that section of the city, bro.
See?
That's why you go even here in Indianapolis, you go to certain cities, certain parts of the town, you got just like a black cloud over this one.
Yeah.
West side, east side. You like, man, it's demonic when you hold in that presence, man.
Each city has that too.
Yeah.
You go to these different cities.
Yeah.
You travel. You know, different cities that got a different spirit on them.
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh, yeah.
Like, you go to Memphis, it's just like,
Man, LA, man. When we went to LA, bro, we was coming out of the mountains, and it was a dark cloud sitting over LA, bro. Man, like that city, that's one of the most fucked up cities I ever visited, bro. Bro, New York ain't got shit on LA. Chicago ain't got shit on LA, bro. That city is horrible, bro. A lady bumped me and I got sick. For like 3 hours, my nose started running. I was like, what the fuck? The lady bumped me, you know. I smelt her before I smelt her, and then I turned around and she bumped me. And like kept walking, and I don't know. It was all kind of police around us. She could have been like a secret operative try to stick me with a needle or some sickness or something.
Yeah.
But like she bumped me. I started getting sick. You know. You know.
What we leave off at?
I was doing that.
What?
05.
Bring it out anyways. I don't remember.
This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hand cannot perform their enterprise.
Right, we was talking about this, this new world order, all this technology and stuff that he got, man. See, the Lord is going to disrupt all this shit he got going on, this mess he got going on. You know, him and the saints, man. You know, you got to clean up this mess. You know, this devil got going on. Go ahead.
It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Right. See, taketh the wise in their own craftiness. See, all that stuff that he's planning, what he's trying to do, man, the Lord is going, you know, it's a trap behind all that. Esau think he has a trap, but really the Lord, this is a trap for him. Right? The Lord is going to take him down, you know. He think he's just going to, you know, take down all the nations, you know, set up his new world order, you know, have you into complete subjection. No. The Lord got something for him. Yahweh Shimon Rashai got something for him, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. It says, they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday.
You can stop right there, though. Well, somebody else hold anything? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 41 and verse 10. It says, fear thou not, for I am with thee. No, slack it, I'm looking at 14. It's Isaiah 41 and 14. Fear not thou, worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Yahweh Shemel Shai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Yep.
It's the book of Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
Right. Deliver my soul from the wicked. Now, we talking about all these different things, you know, all this stuff he got set up, man. You know, that's why our prayer is important, okay? But also listening to your heads, you know, being circumspect, walking in wisdom, man. You know, listening to wise counsel. Because the stuff that this dude is doing, bro, hey, we need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. We need him bad. We need him fast, you know. Because we know the things that he planning, you know. We know what this devil want to do, you know. Go ahead.
Which is thy sword.
See, which is thy sword. We know, you know, that's what's on his mind. Is the sword, all right? What kills, steal, and destroy. You know, that's what he want to do. You know? And anybody that's in his way and trying to set up his new world order, man, like a brother said in the group, in the elders group, any defiance against Esau right now, bro, he ain't playing, bro. So we're coming into serious times. And really, this country is already in martial law, you know. Wait till they do some more protests, and these ain't gonna be the only protests, you know. But they gonna get busy. They gonna start shooting people. Fuck them little rubber bullets. They gonna start shooting motherfuckers.
Hey, you see the lady?
Yeah.
I think it was a National Guard dude that shot the chick.
Yeah, that was a rubber bullet though. That was a rubber bullet. Yeah, they gonna start shooting real bullets.
Yeah. What that dude in Florida said that.
Yeah.
Hey, ICE. Remember ICE was buying up all them bullets?
Yeah.
That's who activated right now. And they ain't using them right now. But hey,
you remember all them? They was buying all these thousands and millions of rounds.
40 millimeter round, 9 billion.
Yeah, they gonna start shooting these people.
Yeah.
Like Biggie Smalls said, what you think all the guns is for? Yeah.
7 billion NATO rounds.
They gonna start shooting these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
All that, the throw a brick and all that, we gonna mark. Yeah, they got something for you.
Hey, the governor of Florida, the sheriff of Florida already said it. He said, you throw a brick or a firebomb at one of the cops, we'll notify your family where to come and get your remains. Hey,
graveyard dead,
out there in Cali, they say you could just run people over. Hey, can you imagine how many people went and dusted off them, took the covers off them Jeeps out in Cali? They got the Jeeps with the 4 wheels in the back.
Yeah.
You know, hey, them crackers is ready to start running Issachar over, man.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the laws in Chicago too, where somebody can break in your house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gonna bring that back around, right? But go ahead, close up, bro.
All right, so with that, we hope this lesson was edifying to the next body of the nation of Israel. Once again, gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakadash.
Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Arkin who live in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the scattered elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth. To you we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Abba Abba.
Abba Abba.
Shalom.